Hi, so I've got to the end of day one. I've done everything that the booklet has told me to do. I've stuck to the plan and I'm feeling really good about it. So, what does the book tell you to do on day one? It says you start your day by having 2 of the Garcinia Plus capsules, which help to regulate your blood sugar levels, so that in turn you don't feel too hungry. It's a bit of an appetite suppressant. You have 120 ml of aloe vera and 240 ml of water, along with 20 minutes of exercise. Then for snack, you have 2 of the Forever Bee pollen tablets, which is to give you an energy boost, and some more water. Lunch, similar to breakfast, only you also add in one of the shakes. I had the chocolate one, and actually it was really nice. I was very impressed by how nice it was. In fact, I could quite happily have had more. I was worried it would be sickly sweet, and it wasn't. It was just nicely sweet. In fact, I commented to my husband that it was a bit like having pudding but without having had lunch first. So that was fine. That filled a gap. I didn't feel hungry after. Actually, I didn't feel particularly hungry before it, but I was looking forward to it. So yeah, I was pleased that that was very nice. And then at dinner time, you have more of the Garcinia Plus capsules, more aloe vera, water, more bee pollen tablets, and then in the evening, more aloe vera and more water. I've managed to keep up the fluid intake by making sure that every time I poured out my aloe vera, I poured out half a pint of water, drank that while I was still in the kitchen having just had my aloe vera. Because if I walk away, that's it, I forget about it. I also this morning made myself a flask of fruit tea, which I've been drinking throughout the day, which has been a nice little extra treat, something a bit more tasty than water. I've actually noticed today that I feel thirsty. I don't normally feel thirsty. Normally I don't drink enough. I know I don't drink anywhere near enough. But today, having made a conscious effort to drink more, I found myself feeling thirsty and so wanting to drink more, which I guess can only be a good thing. It's my body's way of realising that actually fluid is a good thing and I really ought to drink more of it. Have I felt hungry? Not particularly. Like I say, I was looking forward to the shake at lunch, but I think that was partly the novelty factor of it. I hadn't tried it before and I wanted to see what it tasted like. If you ask my head, I feel hungry. If you ask my tummy, I don't. I think in my mind, I haven't had dinner, so I must be hungry, right? Because I would have eaten dinner by now. But in my tummy, I don't feel hungry. I haven't got any hunger pains. I'm not desperate to go and get some food. I'd quite like food, but I think I'm learning today that liking food does not mean needing food. I managed to resist eating my daughter's leftover from their dinner from what I didn't serve up because they didn't want any extras. Normally I would have eaten that every day, without question. I would have eaten whatever my children didn't want to eat. So thinking about it, adding that up, that's a lot of extra food that I really don't need. And I'm pleased that I managed to resist it, and I'm also pleased that I've kind of realised that, hang on, I don't need that. If they don't eat it, I can just put it in the bin. I don't have to eat it. So yeah, that's a good thing that I've learnt from today. I've written in the notes that I had no headaches, which I was really pleased about. I do tend to get sort of headaches if I haven't had enough sugar. If my blood sugar's not level, I do get headaches, and I haven't had any headaches today, so I think the Garcinia Plus has helped a lot with that. I've written down that I've managed to drink loads, and that I didn't crave tea. Normally halfway through the morning I'd think, oh yeah, I could do with a cup of tea, but having the fruit tea, so having something that was nice and warm to drink, meant that actually I didn't crave my usual cup of tea. In the extra food log at the bottom, I've written none, which I'm very pleased about. Like I say, I managed to resist all temptations of food today. My energy levels, I have to say, are increased. I feel like I've got more get up and go than I did have this time yesterday, or the day before, or the day before, and that, in fact, I have done for weeks. My daughter started school in September, and the earlier mornings have wiped me out pretty much. I only became a distributor for Forever Living about a month ago, so I've only very recently discovered the bee pollen. In fact, I only started taking it 2-3 days ago. I wish I'd known about it in September, because I wouldn't have spent the last 3 months feeling quite so exhausted as I have. So I'm really pleased that I've discovered the bee pollen, and I will definitely continue to take that after I've done the detox. One of the other questions it asks in the booklet is, how am I feeling about the programme today from a motivation point of view? And I've ticked that I'm highly motivated. I feel like I'll have no problem continuing on, and I feel like I'm already benefiting from it because I'm learning to listen more to my body and not just to assume I'm hungry because it's dinner time. How confident am I about finishing the programme? I've ticked high. Having made it all the way through day 1 without any problems, I see no reason why I can't continue on to do the full 9 days. I've done all of my measurements today. I've read a bit more about it, and they say the average weight loss is between 6 and 11 pounds. I'm assuming I'll be somewhere on the lower side of that because I don't have an amount, sort of particularly big amount of excess weight that I want to lose. It's more about the detox side of it. So we shall see what weight and what measurements I am at the end, but I've written all those down in the book, and I will measure myself again. It says to do it again on day 3, so that's when I shall get back on the scales and get the handy little tape measure out again. Right, I think that's it. I've done my exercise for the day. They suggest 20 minutes. I did a bit more because I walk my daughter to and from school every day, which is about a mile round trip, so I've walked a couple of miles today. And I power walked it with my youngest in the pushchair so that it was a bit more of a workout. Yeah, so I'm feeling good about it. I'm not hungry. I'm feeling quite awake. I'm feeling more energised than I normally would. And I'm looking forward to day 2. So thank you very much for coming back to check out how my progress is going, and I will keep you informed as to how I do tomorrow. Thank you very much. Bye bye.